With almost 1 million deaths in the first 24 hours, DarkScape has really uncovered your homicidal tendencies. This week, Mod Connor is here with all the details.
Last week we released DarkScape. It's a PvP version of RuneScape. We've taken the existing RuneScape game, we've applied a couple of rule changes on top of it, we've opened up PvP across the whole world, we've introduced 3 areas in the game, a low risk area, a medium risk area and a high risk area. Each of those has their own GE, which is completely separate, and their own bank. So we're trying to see if we can stimulate economic trade in a really, really dangerous world, along with all of the content we've been building for the past 15 years. In the low risk area we have wilderness bandits to reduce your risk from players who have a higher combat level, and to also stop you from going after those low level players who have just started. If you're a Scuttle player and you go into a town, we have difficult guards who will hunt you down and stop you from taking out any more players. In the mid risk area we remove the bandings, so now you have guards patrolling inside in the towns, but when you leave those towns it's a free-for-all. Anybody can attack you anywhere. You're always at risk in those areas, but at least you can continue to do your banking and your trading at relative safety. In the high-risk area, anything goes. There are no rules, there are no bandings, there are no guards. So when you're in a high-risk area, you need to be careful, but that's where the highest value items are. We've shifted all of the resources in the world around.
Hello, Keepers. Today I'm going to talk about the DarkScape server. The most interested server ever in the RuneScape. Okay, so basically DarkScape was one of the best servers ever that Jagex made for RuneScape clients, but what happened is that many people argued, many people commented, many people gave them a feedback that PKing in DarkScape isn't appropriate, as you can't just go anywhere, everywhere. You can't kill anyone and they can be killed. So this has created, frustrating Jagex, and they just gave it up and they ended the server. Basically it was since 2015, like 2015 to 2018, and then they just shut down the old server. And I think this, like before that, they discussed and they resulted on just to move on and to just keep going with only RuneScape 3 client server, and the other one is also RuneScape client server, without having additional servers. Yeah. The other stuff is that the players who are interested into PKing in the RuneScape 3 or even in the Oscar RuneScape, they like these kinds of servers, like PKing server and having this stuff, but other people who are not belonging to the PKing community, they just claim that PKing isn't appropriate for us, and not all of us do like the PKing stuff, but at least there are some people, they are like, I think 50% of people in RuneScape, they are currently involved into PKing, and they do like the additional servers for PKing and etc. But as I just told you, that other people don't like, so it makes some conflicts and etc. So that's why Jagex just gave it up and they didn't proceed with the DarkScape server. But overall DarkScape is one of the great servers that I have ever seen in the entire life of RuneScape. And Jagex, they made a great server. They just created a wonderful server to play with. I think if they just created a beta for it, DarkScape could be best and better than RuneScape 3 client server, and the other one is also RuneScape server. So if we have DarkScape to this moment, I think DarkScape gonna have millions of accounts created on there. Or we don't say millions because since 2015, so it might be 100,000 of accounts created at least.